guys? Can you see me okay? Oh gosh, maybe not. All right, let me get some height here. I'm coming from you in the kitchen. I have you pointing this way for a reason, because over here is complete chaos. It is just so messy and disorganized, and I gotta do some cleaning. You know what? Let's just be real. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you the chaos. Look at this kitchen. Look, I can show you this. Just messiness all in my house. Messiness. This is real life with kids and a family, and just what we try to do. So the lighting in my living room isn't great, but again, Christmas, post-Christmas just blew up all over my house. So the point of today's entry, vlog, I don't know, I need to work on that. If you guys have any suggestions for my intro on how I start talking about things, let me know, because I just, like, I need to work on this. I'm not the best at it yet. I'm just getting started in this, and I'm trying to do some different things. I talked about a little bit in my last video how I'm trying to just change how I talk about my weight loss journey, but I still want to share that with you guys, and some things, other things I have going on this year as a result of last year. Today, I'm really excited to be talking to you about Dollar Tree. So I do have to be completely honest when I talk about Dollar Tree. I just discovered how much I love Dollar Tree. I don't know, in the last few years. I think actually just becoming a mom made me realize how great of a value and how some of the fun things you can find at the Dollar Tree. And I would have never thought to go there when I was younger. But they have lots of great things for organization. They have lots of great things around the house. What I plan to share with you today is all the things that I got to help with like early education. So I have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old, or soon to be 2-year-old, just in the next couple of weeks. But some things that we're going to start working on for them from an education standpoint. And then some things that they probably won't be used until a little bit later down the road. I think I spent around $25, so I did get a lot of stuff. But when I talk about education and stuff for toddlers, a lot of it is through play and arts and crafts, and you know, I'm not expecting them to start practicing SAT questions anytime soon. So let me hop into this. This is not a new buy for me. This is actually the 3rd one that I've bought. But these wonderful little pencil boxes, they're only $1, and they come in a lot of fun colors. And I've got ones that are like half the size, so like more narrow and a little bit longer, so they're good for like the long markers. But we have tons of crayons, markers, and just different things. And I was using the original cardboard boxes that they came in, and the kids destroyed them. And then I was like, well, I'll put them in a Ziploc bag, and that was no good either, because when they get everything out on the table, they just start like rolling things around. So the pencil boxes seem to be working better. Again, for $1, you can't beat it. You can fit a lot of crayons and markers in there. So these other fun things that I've got, I'm really excited about these. So these are card games, and it's to learn the numbers and counting. So for my son, for example, him being 3, he should start being able to recognize numbers, not just be able to count, but actually recognize the numbers. And so these are fun, because if it has, you know, 3 of something, then it shows them that 3, the number 3, and it just, I don't know, it's supposed to help. Let's open them up and just take a quick look. Oh, so this is fun. So they can actually see that it's written out. It's like this one is 14 Minnie Mouse. My daughter's gonna love that. And then flip it over, and you can count 14 bows. So you kind of get the concept of how these counting cards will work. So numbers and counting. The other one is first words. So this is more of a pre-K to kindergarten activity, but you can never start them too young. Just getting to know words. So it has like picture and word association. So that will help them with like learning sight words. So like, I don't know if I'm going to open this one, but like for example, this one that I got that's all around language, like the picture here is of heart, and it says heart, so that way they can start seeing the word more with the actual picture. I got chalk, just basic white chalk. And I'll tell you why I got that. I thought these were way too fun. So most of the chalk we do with the kids is outdoor sidewalk chalk, which I love. But when I was in the Dollar Tree, I saw that they had these mini black chalkboards, and I was like, well, how fun would that be for them to have experience drawing, coloring, doodling on something with a different back color, different texture of using the chalk. So again, with younger kids, it's all about textures and learning through those experiences using their fine motor skills. So I just thought, you know, this would be a good doodling activity. They could use the chalkboard. We could also practice writing out our alphabet or anything else. So yeah. Along the lines of the chalkboard, as I saw these, and these, honestly, this would probably be better for someone a little bit older, but I was just sucked in. I had to get it. Sorry. But it's a two-sided dry erase practice board. So apparently they could draw on this side, so free draw. And then on this side, they have some dotted, I don't know if dotted lines is the right word. What's the right word? It's marked out so they could do their alphabet. What I like about this, especially for my older son, is letter recognition. So he is pretty good when he sees it in uppercase, but we also want him to start to understand like the letter in the lowercase. So I like that it has the alphabet on here in both upper and lower. And what I was thinking to do with this is to write out his name. He's getting really good about spotting his name. And even my daughter, who is like, she's about to be 2, she can spot her name when it's written out as well. So what's fun about this is to help them with their motor skills, write out their name, and then have them go back over and trace their name. So to go along with that, I did get a pack of dry erase markers there. This is a lot of dry erase markers for only $1. So I'm kind of curious to see the quality of them when we start playing around on these. But again, for $1, you know, 2 boards, some markers. What else? Ooh, more fine motor skill activities. 2 sets of scissors, kids' safety scissors. You have to watch them when they use this, or they will cut their hair and other things that you might not want them to cut, but give them this, some construction paper. They can practice holding the scissors. They can also just like cut. And I like these. I don't know how it's gonna work exactly, but it has this assist lift, and I think that's supposed to help with cutting. We'll figure that out. I got some brushes, just some regular paint brushes. We have lots of paint sets in our pantry, so just wanted to get some more brushes so that everyone can have a brush and there's less fighting over brushes. Ooh, and to go with paint, I was really excited to see these. So just little paint palettes. There's 6 in here. I think you can definitely wash them, reuse them a bunch. So that'll help. I was just using like old paper plates or plastic plates, whatever products we had just laying around. But then I would end up throwing it away. So I wanted to get these so I could reuse it and just keep giving them, you know, separation between the colors. Even though they're gonna dip their brush in every one, let's just be honest. And then I got this little sand timer. I thought it was perfect for a lot of different things. So it's a 2-minute sand timer. I think it'd be a good like timeout tool. If someone needs to go to timeout, you can set the timer and let them know that they can get up and the sand is through the timer. The other thing I was thinking is we're still trying the whole potty training thing, and I was like, you know what? Sometimes they sit on the potty and it just takes a couple of minutes. So I was like, it might be fun to use this timer to sit them down on the potty and say, okay, you have to sit and wait until the timer goes through. Just gives them something to focus on while they are trying to focus on using the toilet. I have a few more things. Like I said, I spent 25 bucks at the Dollar Tree, which is a lot of money at the Dollar Tree. You get a lot of stuff. More of these word strips for writing words, tracing words, especially for my son, practicing his name and letting him trace it. So, you know, my goals for him is to make sure that he starts being able to recognize his first, last name, and just, you know, working on tracing those out. I got these other words. I don't know if I'm gonna use them anytime soon. I'm gonna be honest, because I feel like I got a little overexcited and I started like picking things that might be better for like pre-K, kindergarten, maybe even some first graders. Let's just be honest. Let's see. Oh, like this is 3rd grade. Oh my gosh, I was like way over excited, but it's sight words. It's just a bunch of words on these word strips. And I'll just read off some just so you have an idea. I got 2 different sets. So these have like about, better, bring, carry, clean, far, if, hurt, myself, much, shall, all the kind of words. The whole idea of sight words is words that might not be the easiest to like sound out, to like learn how to write them that way. We kind of just learn them through sight, and they're basically like words you just memorize over time. So the idea is like these will help with memorization. This one's 1st grade, so it's a little bit closer. 3rd grade, I don't know what I was thinking. It was $1. We'll keep it around. It might be something fun. Also just for them to like trace words. Again, I think tracing words is a great way for them to use their fine motor skills, and also just help with sight word recognition. Finally, these are all for my son. They're still maybe a year advanced for him because he won't be going into pre-K until like next fall, I think. But I wanted to get him started, and even if we like go through and these just become huge coloring books, what's the big deal? It was $1, right? So I have this basic skills, math, and language. It's all pre-K. It's all by Play School, which is kind of cool. And so it has different activities inside. So like if we're looking at the basic skills, I think we'll see a lot around shapes, a lot of matching, again, a lot of tracing, and just some fun facts and things. So that's kind of cool. Numbers, learning how to count, learning to write your numbers, learning to recognize your numbers, matching with numbers, all those kind of fun things. Okay, and then one final thing is another alphabet book for my son. It's Mickey and the Roadster Racers, which is a huge hit around this house. So I know he's gonna love this. And again, if it just turns into a coloring book, that's okay. It's all about trying to learn while we're having fun, while we're learning, and everything else. So letter recognition, large lines for printing, and fun learning activities. And there you have it. Here's my receipt. I think I got some other things there too, so I might want to take those off to really give you an idea. I got some cards and balloons for like a birthday. I walked away spending $23.60. If you take away the extra things I bought that I didn't share here that were not for educational purposes, it was like for that birthday party, probably spent $21. $21 on all this fun learning activity stuff. So easy to spend money there, it really is. But I think the value of these things, I mean, if you think about it, you're not looking for things that are gonna last forever. You're looking for things that are gonna entertain your kids for the next few months, and they're gonna learn, and you know, they could potentially use some of this stuff for a couple of years. But they have just great learning educational resources if you're looking for things for early education. Also, like if you're a teacher on a budget, I mean, can you imagine you could get all this stuff to like decorate your bulletin board and do different activities. So I just really love the Dollar Tree. And if you guys really like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel. Maybe we'll do